Peugeot aims to set a fresh benchmark in the super-large MPV segment with this Traveller model. Though based on the brand's medium-sized Expert van, it also shares its EMP2 platform with some of the French maker's more conventional car models, and that, along with sophisticated suspension, means a standard of ride difficult to better in the segment. This model's running cost figures also set a fresh class standard, and there's a wider variety of seating permutations than most rivals can offer. Indeed, if you tick all the right boxes, your Traveller could take as many as 9 people. On paper at least, larger families seeking a relaxed, connected and very spacious ownership experience could well find a lot to interest them here.
The Traveller is an MPV based on a van that's built on Peugeot's EMP2 family car platform. And as a result, this large people carrier rides over poor road surfaces with a calm and composure that most of its commercial vehicle-derived rivals can't match. Helping in this regard is a suspension design using adaptive shock absorbers that provide excellent control no matter how many people are on board. At higher speeds you do get some wind and road noise, but through the bends the handling is surprisingly stable and there's plenty of grip. Another benefit of using a passenger car base lies in the way that the Traveller feels more nimble and compact than rivals when you're threading through city streets or making your way along country lanes. Light steering and a tight turning circle contribute here too. Under the bonnet there's a choice of 4 BlueHDi diesel engines with optional clutchless gearboxes available both at the bottom and the top of the range. Customers are given the choice of either a 1.6 litre unit with either 95 or 115 bhp, it's the pokier version we're trying here, and alternatively there's a 2 litre power plant available in either 150 or 180 bhp guises. Go for the 150 bhp unit and you can expect 53.3 miles per gallon on the combined cycle and 139 grams per kilometre of CO2. Large van-based MPVs certainly aren't what they used to be. Take this Peugeot Traveller for example. Though clearly commercially derived, it's got a bit of style to it, with compact overhangs and a high window line giving a bit of purpose to the boxy shape. The 1.9 metre height of this long flat roof is important. It means that this model can fit under normal car park height restrictions. And the length is critical too. Now don't automatically assume that a super large MPV like this one has to be super long from bonnet to rear bumper. One of the body style options with this model is a 4.6 metre long compact body shape that actually measures in at around 250mm shorter than car-derived MPVs like Ford's Galaxy or Volkswagen's Charan. Most Traveller buyers, though, will want the extra interior room of this 4.95 metre long standard version, plus there's also a 5.3 metre long option if you really want to supersize things. Move to the back and, as you'd expect, the vertically stacked rear lights flank a tailgate rather than the twin side-hinged rear doors you get on an Expert van. The space you get here with all 3 rows of seats in place obviously varies depending on the body style you've chosen. With this mid-range standard body shape, there's 627mm of length from the back of the third seating row to the tailgate, which means you get 640 litres of cargo space up to the level of the load bay cover, or as much as 900 litres if you load it to the roof. A lot of the time, of course, you'll be using this Peugeot with only 5 seats in place. Now, if on this standard body shape model we fold the third row backrest onto its seat base, then we'll increase loading capacity to 1,100 litres or 1,950 litres if you load up to the roof height. So finally, let's cover the capacity you'd get when you only need the 2 front seats. Now, in this standard body shape, with second and third row backrests folded onto their bases, you'd have 2,000 litres of space up to parcel shelf level and 3,000 litres up to roof height. If you were to entirely take the second and third row seating out, these figures would each rise by 1,200 litres. Enough on luggage space. What's this Peugeot like for people? Well, let's start up front, open the wide driver's door and step up behind the wheel to find out. This particular model is a business-trimmed variant, which means that there's the no-cost option of the dual front passenger bench that would normally be fitted in an Expert van. The fascia's focal point is found with this centrally situated 7-inch Peugeot Connect colour touchscreen, the most sophisticated we've come across so far in any of the brand's models. It includes a mirror screen feature, so you can duplicate your smartphone's display onto the monitor via either the Apple CarPlay or the MirrorLink Android Auto systems. Here in the second row, where you get ample knee, shoulder and headroom, there's a 3-person rear bench that'll have a 60-40 split in it, providing you've taken up the option of having a third seating row behind. On most variants, the seats are mounted on rails, so you can slide them backwards and forwards, although not individually. The middle seat will be joined to one of the 2 outer ones. So let's take a look at what it's like in the optional third row of this traveller. The outer passenger side seat lifts and tilts forward to aid access. That's something that's further helped by the provision of a higher roofline than you get in something like a Chiron or a Galaxy. And once you're in, you'll be reminded just why medium-sized vans make such a great starting point for a properly large, family-sized MPV. Instead of being crammed in cattle class, as you would be in even the largest car-based people carriers, there's more than enough space here for arms, legs and heads. If you need a large people carrier, is there really any point in buying one that can't accommodate 7 adults along with all their luggage? Well, if your answer to that is no, then you'll need one based on a mid-sized van. Until the arrival of this design, though, that meant choosing an MPV that would be extremely expensive, very heavy and relatively inefficient. This Peugeot Traveller offers a better option. Its good looks and smart interior give it instant appeal, while the versatility of choosing from 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 seat configurations across 3 different body lengths give this French model more options than most rivals can offer. So try it. If you're in the market for a people carrier of this sort, well, we think it might surprise you.